my face, bro. Astaghfirullah, Allah forgive me. It's an accident, but I should probably wear like a face mask or something. This is like so bad. Man, I'm so sad, guys. Welcome back, Eris. I hope y'all didn't see that last bit. Because it actually... You didn't see anything? Okay, thank you. But how do you know? I accidentally showed my face. Alright, I'm gonna turn off the auto translation. And we're gonna actually lock in now. We're gonna continue. I saw hair only. Oh no! That's like the most sacred thing in Islam. Or like the most private thing for a woman. Okay. Okay. One day, Abu Talib and Muhammad were walking through the market when a nomad had with amulets dangling from his crude leather garments glared at them and started screaming. His piercing black eyes encircled with kuhul to reduce the sun's glare locked on Muhammad, and the nomad's braided white beard shook. The old man was an expert in the ancient art of firasa, literacy unveiling the hidden, a divination skill Arabs used to reveal an individual's character and destiny. He had come to the city from his desert encampment to read the faces, hands, and other physical characteristics of Mecca's children, charging parents for the examination. Unveiling the hidden character and destiny. So basically, this was a haram practice, right? Because you can't tell anybody's future. Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows what will happen. So when his gaze fell on young Muhammad, however, the firasa specialist was captivated. "Bring the boy to me," he shouted in a raspy voice. Oh bro, that's like me. As Abu Talib drew Muhammad away. It's not as funny as I found it, bro. Even my laugh is raspy. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Let's continue. Okay. This is so weird, bro. I should be done, okay? Okay. For real this time. Dang, it's 5 minutes of laughing. Anyways. Okay. Wait. It's not even that funny, I swear. It's actually the fan. Okay. he'll only he'll one day become the master of great empires. the mar- the market crowd laughed at the nomad's dramatic. The nomad's dramatic performance and dismissed the aging master as a senile old man. Sorry, it's not funny. It's not funny. Yet one 12-year-old girl amid the mocking swarm suspected there might be something more to the old man's hysteria. Her name was Khadija. Abu Talib was shaken by the incident. He had yanked Muhammad out of the market before the situation escalated and reported the details to his wife when they returned home. Fatima wondered whether the Firasa expert had perceived the same unique qualities in Muhammad that Abdul Muttalib had recognized. She urged her husband to nurture the young boy in order to develop his full potential. Maybe it was time for Muhammad to accompany Abu Talib on the caravan journey to Damascus, she suggested. So Abu Talib rejected the idea out of hand. He had made a pledge to safeguard Muhammad. Staying in Mecca was safer. For 2 years, Fatima kept after her husband, challenging him to stop confining the boy. Finally, when Muhammad was 10 years old, Abu Talib relented. The evening before the caravan was set to depart, Fatima and Abu Talib informed Muhammad that he would be accompanying his uncle. Excited and nervous, Muhammad rushed off to share the news with Barakah. As the two sat beneath the stars, Barakah recalled the details of the northern Arabian landscape, which she had last seen as a child. The next morning, the dew seemed to dance as it evaporated, whirling above hundreds of camels laden with goods. Merchants from all over the region had gathered to join the Meccan caravan, both for the safety it afforded and the advantage of Meccan's tax exempt status in Byzantine territory. Wives bid their husbands farewell, handing them 4 pebbles as charms to ward off evil from all 4 directions. Influenced by his monotheistic mother, Muhammad had no interest in charms, so Fatima handed him a different gift for the journey, a small goatskin water pouch. That's a beautiful gift. I want that. As gourd for trumpets thundered, camels rose like plants sprouting from the barren landscape. Muhammad had briefly joined the caravan 4 years earlier for the trip to Yathrib, but this time he was setting out on the full journey to Damascus, and riding without the company of Amina and Barakah. Driving his own camel was a big deal. As he mounted the beast, someone handed Muhammad its aql, an adjusted securing rope. When the camel was in a seated position, the aql was tied around its right knee to keep it from standing. Indeed, the Quran used the word for aql, intellect, 41 times, applying the figuratively to evoke leveraging the mind and logic to unlock flow and flexibility. Subhanallah, I was thinking, is that the same aql? But yeah, it is. That's insane. So as Mecca receded, Muhammad held tight to the camel's reins. The sensitive 10-year-old sorrowfully recalled the last time he had joined the caravan, then with his mother by his side. Abu Talib saw tears rolling down his nephew's cheeks as their entourage headed out into the desert. So beautiful, subhanAllah. But he loved Abu Talib so much that he didn't want to stay, even though he had Barakah and Amina. So, I lost the bookmark, but we're on page 67 now. Or chapter 3, I mean. We saw Yuki dancing. The live was very funny to watch today. I'll have to go. It's past sleep time. But we'll come tomorrow, inshallah. Alright, inshallah. See you later. I'm confident. And glad y'all had fun watching that. I don't know why that was so funny, bro. I literally lost it. But we'll be more serious now, inshallah. There's a very serious book called The Mountain Is You. There's this girl in my class. Her name is Amina. She once tried stealing my identity in general, and she tried to kick me out of the friend group that I made that she was never in, and then she started bullying me. And everyone had a problem with her. So at once we went to the principal, and she got in trouble, and now it's her life mission to get me and the other girls in trouble. Yeah, oh my god. That's crazy. Some people are really bored, like... I don't know if I actually paused here or not. I did. I didn't start this part. Judging others. Wait, did I read that? The mountain is you. Oh, she kicked you and she's booing the principal and you're in trouble. Oh, that's not a good kid. Go tell your parents first. Yeah, for sure. I don't know if the principal's gonna do anything. Like, what can the principal do if somebody's causing trouble other than talk to them? I feel like you might have to talk to her yourself. Be like, I know what has been going on and I want to talk things through with you. I don't want to tell anybody else on you or make this problem bigger than it is already. So, yeah, it just takes some diplomatic skills to work things out. But some people are like the Quraysh. No matter how much you tell them, they're not going to listen. So, even the Prophet ﷺ couldn't persuade his grandfather, Abdul Muttalib or Abu Talib. So, diplomatic skills can only get you so far. You can't, like, change her if that's just her nature to cause trouble. But may Allah make it make sense to her. That drama's not everything. That does sound so hard to deal with, though. I'm really sorry you have to go through that, Lana. But just remember that when you are going through a hardship, there is a way out always. But while you're in that hardship, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is rewarding you for everything that you're bearing with patiently. Because you didn't choose to be in this setting, right? If you didn't choose something, that it means it's qadr. It was predestined. So keep saying alhamdulillah and turning to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and try your best not to interact with her. Just draw that boundary and call it a day, inshallah. I need bookmarks. I don't have cute bookmarks. I know, right? All my bookmarks are gifts, guys. This is so freaking cute. I love black cats, bro. I wish I had a black cat. Anyways, pride. Pride is often involved in many of our worst decisions. That's true. Hi, yo, King Haywood, welcome back to the stream. How's it going? Yeah, I love wood cats too. I know, right? They're so cute, I swear. Like, you can't tell their nose, their mouth, but only their eyes. It's like glowing. even in daylight. And you know what's crazy? Her mom is the Islamic teacher. Oh my god! And she's in my class, and that's her mom is our Islamic teacher. Does she let her kid get away with things? Then the mom is bad too, bro. Turn to Christ and Savior and rejoice in the good news. Yo, monarchist, welcome back to the stream. How's it going? Um, but yeah, the Mountain is You is not an Islamic book. It's just um. Oh, you're talking to Lana, bro? Like Islamic teacher? I thought you were talking to me, bro. Like, it's not even an Islamic book. You could just benefit. Everybody can benefit from this. But I would advise you, monarchists, not to push your religion onto others. You could always like encourage people, be like, hey, I would want to share my religion because I really like it and I want everybody to like it as well. I don't know, that's not really good. But there's a better way to do things than that. Like, instead of being judgy, you know, like, it comes from pride, right? Like, saying, I'm better than you because I believe in Christ. You don't know who's gonna end up in heaven, who's gonna not end up in heaven, you know? What's the book about? Okay, so the Mountain is used about all these, okay, let's read this. The ultimate seeker's guide for those brave enough to face their true north and take their power back. International coach. Wow. Joy, I'm leaving. It's bedtime. Yeah, it's like 11:30 p.m. for you, right? But yeah, take care. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wait, you're not Muslim, but have a good rest of your day and happy Eid Mubarak. Eid Mubarak to you too, Dean. Welcome. Assalamu alaikum to the stream. Do you like reading? I don't. I just force myself to because it is good for you. And wild animals do you want to have as a pet? The first thing that came into my mind was a cheetah, but they're so cute. I don't know. I have cats already though. It might be a lot of work. If I had it in this house, it would not be good. I would want an elephant though. Oh my god, they're so cute. They're so like, man, elephants are the best. Bye, inshallah. Okay, bye, Eric Scott. I want a ferret or a hamster. I don't think hamsters are wild though. They're pretty tame. You could literally train your hamster. And ferret? Yeah, I think ferrets are wild. Elephants are cute. I know. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Panda? Pandas are so crazy, bro. Like, they're carnivorous. You would never be able to tell pandas are carnivorous because they don't even like. They're so. I don't know, man. They're so peaceful. Like, they just eat bamboo. They can't hurt you. They're still bears, but. How about silverback gorilla? That'd be funny. Even the way they look is funny, bro, because they're used so much in memes. I really want a Black Panther for my pet. Oh my gosh, Bagheera from the Jungle Book. I swear, it's so vibey because he's so cute. If you could talk to a Black Panther like Bagheera, that'd be the best life ever. I don't know, man. I don't know why like the Jungle Book main character Mowgli would ever want to go back to civilization. Pride is often involved in many of our worst decisions. Wait, was it Bagheera who forced him to go back to the humans? He's like, I think those are better people for you. I don't know. I have to rewatch the Jungle Book. Anyways, so on page 46 of this book, inshallah, we're gonna stop at 56. Okay. So, pride is often involved in many of our worst decisions. Sometimes we know a relationship is wrong, but the shame of leaving seems worse than staying. Sometimes we start a business and realize we don't really like it very much. Or or refuse to accept that we need to change or ask for help. In these cases, our pride is getting in the way. We are making decisions based on how we imagine people view our lives, not how they actually are. This is not only inaccurate, but it is also very unhealthy. So, basically, if you start a business or get into a relationship, you're doing it for the people, but you don't really like it. And your pride is getting in the way of you choosing what is healthier for you in a relationship that you really like based on how people perceive you. So, how do you resolve this, right? To overcome our attachment to pride, we have to start to see ourselves more wholly and honestly. Instead of thinking that we need to prove to everyone around us how perfect and flawless we are, we can imagine ourselves more realistically as people who, despite our weaknesses, are trying our best. In the end, it looks far worse to hold on to whatever's wrong because you care about what others think than it is to let go because that's what's right for you. People will respect you far more if you can acknowledge that you are an imperfect person like everyone else, learning, adapting, and trying your best. In reaching this mindset, you also open up to learning, but not by not assuming you know everything or that you need to seem perfect. You can admit when you're wrong, ask for assistance, and lean on others sometimes. Basically, you open yourself back up to growth, and your life is better for it over the long term. I know people like this. They want to seem so perfect. They don't do anything wrong. They don't need to ask for help at all. It's crazy, man. Like you could tell, it's all about pride. I'm not saying like they got that arrogance type of pride, but it's like they don't want to seem imperfect in any way. Like their sister. Wait, I gotta be careful because they could be watching. Uh, no, anyways, like basically, an arbitrary example, right? Like a hypothetical. Let's say there are two people. One person, they're related, right? One person is saying something, and the other person like, no, that didn't happen. Like they're completely disregarding that person's experience, whether that person was there or not. Because why? They need to seem perfect, and this is something like that. Or somebody who has like a house, they're like, you know, or like a husband, and they hate their husband so much. They're like, yeah, I think everybody should get married. Like, if you don't get married, I don't know, you're not ready for this world. Or they just judge you so much, saying, I don't know what they said, but it was like they dissed the entire group chat because I don't know. Anyways, it's okay. Allah is forgiving. I don't. I forgot what you said that too, but yeah, I don't like reading. I just force myself to. Exactly, me too. That's why I yap so much. But I'm not forcing my religion, just spreading. But I won't do it again. I understand now. I'm sorry. Aw, that's so sweet, monarchist. I appreciate that so much. I gotta go. Be right back. Okay, bye, Lana. I think pride is important to an extent. Taking pride in yourself, building a respectable image while being satisfied by your own self. It's okay to be imperfect. That's just a feature. That's beautiful. I really, I agree with that. Tweet, tweet, tweet. It is important to an extent, but I wouldn't think that's called pride then. I think the when it surpasses that extent, then it's pride. Because if it's not past that extent, that would just be like confidence, right? Like you're confident enough to respect yourself and build something for yourself. And yeah. But to make it seem as if your life is so perfect, like people do online all the time on Instagram, then that's just your pride speaking. That's just where it gets unhealthy. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. T. What do you want to be when you grow up? I thought you wanted to be a doctor. Anything that keeps me from being poor. Like, I don't even care. Like, what I'm working towards right now is to be a data scientist. But you know what? If whatever's written for me is something different, but also pays for me well, takes care of me, then I don't mind that. But I am working towards a career goal that has to do in the field of data science, applied mathematics, machine learning, statistics. Are you poor? I'm very poor. Like, I don't even have my own room to, like, I got $0 for ID, bro. Chocolate coins are my currency. I'm not even making this up. I'm not even exaggerating. Cause if I had my own room, I wouldn't have to, make sure, like, like I don't want to complain though. Like I'm very appreciative obviously. Alhamdulillah for everything. But I can't, like, ignore the fact that I'm financially less than most people, because all I'm up for Eid is hummingbird food. Like, I can't even. But then again, anything that I do want, like, really badly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always grants me it. So I wouldn't call myself poor in that regard. But in terms of money, I'm very poor. I stress about my classes because if I don't know how to pay for them. Like, it makes me cry sometimes. Like, how am I supposed to keep on going when I have to take all this money from my mom, make sure, like, she sells her gold? I don't want to make her do that. Like, how am I supposed to? And my dad, oh my god, don't even start it. Hello, remember me? Yes, I do remember you. I'm not Manny though. Welcome back to the stream. I gotta go be right back. Okay, bye, King Haywood. I feel you, twin. My mom's kind of homeless. Homeless? Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm not homeless yet. I mean, not yet. Sorry, at all. So, alhamdulillah for that. But I do sometimes live a little bit like a homeless, you know? It, like, tends to intrigue me. So it's kind of concerning. Like, when I see, like, an empty space in the field, I'm like, yo, I could literally just buy a shed, build it there, and then wait and live there until somebody kicks me out. JK, it's a meme? Okay. Alhamdulillah, that's a meme. I'm glad that was a joke. It's okay, it'll get better. Exactly. I hope it does. That's what I'm working for, you know? Like, that's why education is freedom. Is that kitty? It is. Look at his tail, bro. His name's Yuki. I can't really show his face because somebody's there. But yeah, let's keep going, inshallah. Guilt of succeeding. That's something I don't struggle with. I have guilt of failing. Welcome to the stream, Crying with Face Cream. That's a very interesting name. In a world of so much pain, horror, and misfortune, who are we to have happy, abundant lives? Yo, wait, actually, I do relate to that. Sometimes I'm, like, really happy, and then I'm like, but what about the Ghazans? What about the people who are still hungry even after Ramadan is over, and they're unwillingly hungry, and they don't have any water, and when they do, it's all dirty, and there's so many pain and horrors and misfortunes in the world. Like, how do you feel happy after that? Like, it's not fair. But that's the thought process that so many people go through. One of the biggest mental barriers people face is the guilt that comes with finally having enough or more than one needs. This can come from many different sources, but it all ultimately boils down to feeling as though you don't deserve to have it. Wait, I actually feel this on so many levels, bro. Like, even when I have a plate of food, I make sure to keep that in the fridge and don't finish it all because I'm like, I need to save the leftovers. Like, I can't throw this ever until it visibly goes bad. And even when it's so old, like 2 weeks old in the fridge, I'm like, if it doesn't smell bad or look bad, like, obviously, like, microscopic, you can't see how bad it is really, but I'm like, I don't mind. I'll just eat it because it tastes good. But I don't want to make it, like, I don't want to waste it. I don't know how many people relate to that. But I really have, like, a problem with that. Like, I get called out for it every day. Like, eating leftovers again. I'm like, yeah. I really did that yesterday, though. Like, I had this leftover iftar. Anyways. I'm like, on Eid, having leftovers, that's crazy. Hi, girl. How you doing? Hello, Kimberly Cobra. I think you were here before, right? Welcome back to the stream. I'm doing great, alhamdulillah. Glad my throat is feeling better. I still have a cough, though. So, yeah. My country is hella poor. Really? Where are you from? Are you from Romania? I'm guessing. In a capitalist country, money is freedom. In anywhere, money is freedom. I mean, I sometimes thought I didn't deserve things I achieved. I don't know. Dang, that's so true. Cause it's like, you had that because you only achieved that because you had that opportunity. There are people who are better than you who don't have that opportunity, who are so much smarter, and I could feel that so much. I felt that before too. But The feeling often comes up when we start to earn more money or nicer things. Often people will sabotage their higher income with reckless discretionary spending or by being less vigilant about their clientele or workload because they're not quite comfortable having more than the basic necessities, and so they put themselves back into a comfortable feeling of lack. When it comes to success, guilt is unfortunately common emotion, especially for good-hearted people who want to do the right thing and live authentic lives. I know, like I think even just by the thought of having more money than I need, I'd be like, what do I do with the rest? It's it should go to the hands of people who need it, right? Like poor people. I don't want to give up all my money. But that kind of guilt is bad, right? Because there's no balance there. Like you have to have some savings. You have to have some for your family, for emergency. Give it to your mom. Don't give it all away, you know? There's a balance for everything. So don't let the guilt control you. What are you reading? I'm reading The Mountain Is You. It's a very, very beautiful book. It's like generic problems, not generic, but like problems that are really, really common in many people's lives. Like right now, we're going over the problem of feeling guilt when you succeed at anything. So now we're gonna go over the how to resolve this problem. I don't understand. Sorry. Maybe if I read it, you'll understand, right? Please realize that most extremely successful people have no guilt whatsoever. In fact, this feeling usually only comes up when you're stepping between not having enough and finally having enough. What you have to realize is that money and success are tools. They buy you back time and offer you the opportunity to help, employ, influence, and change the lives of others. Instead of looking at your success as a status differentiator, which will always make you feel bad and uncomfortable, see it instead as a tool with which you can do important and positive things in the world and your own life. So, status differentiator out of the picture. Don't even look at money that way. Because your status in life is not determined by money, bro. In Islam, and I know you guys are not all Muslims, that's fine. But in my religion, in Islam, your status is only based on your good deeds and your closeness to God and how sincere you are to Him. Do you do those good deeds for to show people or for the sake of being a good person? It has to be the second so that you could have a higher status in the eyes of God. I'm from South Africa. Oh wow, I have a friend from South Africa. That's so cool. Is it safe? I don't know. I've heard a lot of things like it's not safe there. Like, I hope you stay safe though. Why don't you read some of Hadith once in a while on stream? I do, bro. I read the entire Riyadh al-Salihin. You missed the whole thing. And before that, I was reading this Muhammad the World Changer, right? This book, it's based on Sahih Hadiths, bro. Like, look at the source materials, right? We have even what is it? How come there's Abu Dawood, Tirmidhi, Ibn Majah, Bukhari, Muslim. It's based on all these things, bro. Eid Mubarak to you too, Bustin' Jaber. Welcome. And thank you so much. I hope you had a wonderful Eid. On Friday, I'm happy. Really? It's Friday? Where in the world is it Friday right now? I thought I had the latest time zone ever. It's Saturday for me. Unless you're like, misinformed. Otherwise, sorry to burst your bubble, Kimberly. But yeah, tell me why you're happy on Fridays. So, okay. Yeah, so positive things in the world and your own life. So giving into charities that you could work and volunteer in yourself. That's something that I would want to do in the future if I ever get that much money. and my own life, experiencing the world, like traveling and snowboarding, that kind of thing, like to appreciate Allah's creation. Like nature itself is so beautiful. Like you don't have to be rich to experience nature. That's what I wanted to do today, but it got really hot before I could get to hike, so I decided not to. It's Saturday today. You should take notes. You know what? That's true. Bro, I have those sticky notes. Where is it? Oh, you dropped it. Thanks for the suggestion, Tweet Tweet. So I have these. There was a pen that came with it. I don't have it right now, but this pen would work. I feel like the note to take here. Or maybe like a short thing, how to resolve the thing. Like that'd be a good note to take. I like the color green, so I'm gonna use green. So the solution to the how to resolve pride, overcome our attachment to pride, we have to start by seeing ourselves more wholly and honestly. Okay, so be more honest with yourself. It's not the best way to take notes, but we gotta start somewhere. It is not safe at all. My house got robbed 4 times in 3 years. Oh my god, I'm so sorry to hear that, monarchist. I hope things get better for you, and you find a way to keep it from getting robbed. Oh my god, like in 3 years, 4 times. How could you ever have a saving? You might have to move countries, to be honest. You could have written first and then stuck transparency together. Cute. I usually have a tiny handbook. Ooh. That's like common sense. I don't know why I didn't write it first and then put it on. But yeah, thanks for that. Okay, so second thing that we went over was what? Guilt of succeeding. So what was how to resolve this again? I forgot. You have to realize that money and success are tools. They can buy you back time and offer you the opportunities to help, employ, influence, and change the lives of others. Instead of looking at your success as status, see it as a tool. Okay. Okay, wrote it first. Now let's stick it. I think the reason why I tried to stick it first is because I don't want to waste the stickiness, but inshallah it won't do that. Okay, is that too big? I don't know. Okay, 2 sticky notes so far. I might have to go back and put sticky notes on the other like other things. But yeah. I hope he gets better, Kim. Who? Hello, the Ellis guy. Welcome back to the stream. How's it going? My grandpa is not feeling well. Oh no. I was trying to cure you, Grandpa Kimberly. I mean, Jew area. Hi, Fox Paws. Nice font. Okay. Is stream time fixed? Yeah, it is. Alhamdulillah. It's so weird to hear people say Kimberly. Really? Why? Tweet, tweet, tweet. Okay, let's continue. Fear of failing. Oh my gosh, this one is so me. Why am I relating to every problem here, bro? Like, I got a lot of problems, more than I realized. So how often do we not even attempt something because we are afraid to look bad or fail immediately? The fear of failing is often something that holds people back from putting in the work they would need to become truly great at something. But it can also take another, more insidious form. Once we have established something new in our lives, this fear can come up as a constant irrational worry that we're missing something, that our partner is being unfaithful, or that we're one misstep away from losing it all. I don't know about the partner thing. I have no experience, no thought regarding that. But my fear of failing is when I'm in the kitchen. Like, I don't even want to cook something because I'm like, what if it turns out bad, bro? And it takes so much ingredients, so much money, so much time, so much effort, so much cleaning. And that's what keeps me from being a better chef. Because that's what I want to be. I want to be a chef. Not a chef, like, officially, but, like, a good cook, inshallah. But fear of failing is a big obstacle, but we have to overcome it, inshallah, to be our greatest self, or great at something, anything. These catastrophic thoughts happen when we want to shield ourselves from potential loss. They only come up when we finally have something we care enough about and really want to keep. How to resolve this? There is a difference between failing because you are trying something new and daring, and failing because you are not showing up, doing the work, or being responsible for your actions. That's literally me, like, when I'm at school. Because obviously failing is correlated to how much effort you put in. And if you're not showing up, like, doing the work or being responsible for your actions, what other outcome is there? Like, sometimes I still pass, though. Like, that's just because that possibility exists. But otherwise, how it works is that you're gonna fail. So yeah, make sure to show up, do the work, and be responsible for your actions. Then you won't have that fear of failing. I feel like that already is like an answer to resolving that. I mean, we already know that though. I can bake and cook good. Oh my gosh, Lana! So jealous of you. Then again, you are Egyptian, so that makes sense. Gotta put this in caps because very relatable. Do the work, show up, and be responsible. Because if you fail while you're trying, that's not your fault. Peace be upon you. Yo, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi Walid Boutelja. Welcome back, and Eid Mubarak to you. How are you doing? Do you remember Freddy? I'm him. Oh yeah, Freddy, Rockstar Freddy, right? It was like Michael laughed on Night Guard. Yeah. Fred, I remember you. Welcome back. Assalamu alaikum. I remember you as well. Freddy Fazbear? No, I didn't think so. Hello, what are we doing here? We're reading The Mountain Is You, and welcome to the stream, Mrs. Stormy. How many languages do you know? English. That's the only fluent one I'm in. That's the only language I'm fluent in, basically. Oh wow, Yuki's finally showing up on the stream. Like, in the spot that I kept telling him to. He's looking outside through the peak. Okay. These are two very different experiences and should be separate in your mind. Failing for not trying and failing for trying. Those are the two experiences. that should be separate in your mind that this is talking about. As scary as it might be to not be great at something initially, or perhaps even experiencing a loss, it is even worse to fail by virtue of never trying and always playing small. Failure is inevitable, but you have to make sure it's happening for the right reasons. Because the right reason will never be not trying. When we fail out of negligence, we take a step back. When we fail because we're attempting new feats, we take one step closer to what will work. You ain't getting no closer if you're being negligent. Should I end the stream here, guys? Because I don't want to keep going. Like, that was a big enough reminder. It's making me sad. I don't want to fail. But I have to keep trying. And the live streams are proof that I'm trying. Right? She's such a diva. Me? Thank you. Holy Bro's neck bent like a straw. I know, right? He's literally like a meow. You stream for like 20 minutes. Okay, fine. I'm not gonna end it. Okay, let's keep going. So, downplaying. When we downplay our successes in life, we are either trying to make ourselves seem less impressive to others, so others do not feel threatened and therefore like us more, or we're trying to avoid the sense that we have made it because we're afraid of peaking. I don't relate to this one. Okay, this is for successive people. Though so many of us long for the moment when we feel as though we have finally arrived and achieved the measures of success we so deeply desire, we often receive them only to then feel as though they aren't that great, impressive, or that they don't make us feel as good as we thought they would. Maybe I will go through this later in life when I actually achieve something. I don't know. Maybe it won't feel like I did anything. This happens because of downplaying. The idea of having made it makes us afraid that we're reaching the pinnacle and therefore will fall off of it. If we acknowledge that we've arrived, what goal remains? It is a feeling akin to death. Oh, wow. So we instead find another measure to work toward. Likewise, when we are around other people, we do not stand firmly in our pride because we're taught it is a bad thing. And when done in an unhealthy way, it is. But I'm gonna have to read that again, sorry. It is a feeling akin to death, so instead find another measure to work towards. Likewise, when we are around other people, we do not stand firmly in our pride because we're taught it is a bad thing. And when done in an unhealthy way, it is. That's true though. Like if you are proud of yourself in a group of people, like that could be bad. But what are we sensing in this feeling of being better than others because we have achieved something? This makes us uncomfortable because we know it's both untrue and unkind. Yeah, no one is better than anyone. But how to resolve that feeling of downplaying yourself? Because you are better than you think you are sometimes. We can all acknowledge and appreciate. Wait, actually, I do relate to this. Because sometimes people be saying like, oh wow, blah blah blah. And then I'd be like, oh no, it's not that. It's this and that. And my family hates it when I downplay like that. They're like, don't say that. Okay, just take the compliment, say thank you. But here's how to actually resolve this. We can all acknowledge and appreciate other people's diverse accomplishments and talents while still being happy about our own. Instead of shrugging off a compliment, we can respond by saying thank you. Oh wow, they literally say the same thing. I worked very hard and I'm happy to be here. Okay, just take the compliment. That's the resolution. The resolving answer. Which color? Hello, your name sounds Arabic, Juwaria. It is. It's Juwairia, the name of the wife of the Prophet ﷺ. And yeah, welcome to the stream, Omar, Nas, Assalamu alaikum, and Eid Mubarak. And Robert, welcome back. Hello from yesterday. This tip can apply in all domains. Which tip? I watched a video of Mike Tyson about fear. He said the only way to overcome fear is to do it anyway because the biggest enemies are the thoughts before the fight. So true. You know, it's not just doing an action that's hard. It's getting started to doing the action. Half the battle is already won if you get started. You know? Do you play any games? I do not. I should though. I should start using the Nintendo Switch and start playing Undertale and Deltarune because a third chapter came out. I was so unaware, bro. I've played that third chapter because I played the first two chapters. It was so awesome. I loved the Deltarune, but yeah, I was gonna write. I forgot. Just take the compliment. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to reply. I worked very hard and I'm happy to be here. Because, wow, even the things that I feel like I don't relate to, I do. Hello, namaste. Hello, welcome to the stream, Euganator Lascar. Sorry I missed you there. Your cat is making wudu. Haha, he wants to pray. And now he's gone. He's off to pray. He's praying right now. Animals, they pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in ways that we don't understand. Do you speak Arabic? I do not. أنا لا تتكلم عربية بس أنا أعرف صغيرا شوي. Sounds like your cat is full wild mode. The ha 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 is basically cat giggles, but also a battle cry for playtime. Wow, what are you saying? I don't understand it. Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush blue-vein. What? Are you just saying that so I could repeat after you? I almost burned my food. No, Kimberly, what are you cooking? I don't speak Arabic, but I know a little bit. Awesome, that's great. I hope you learn to speak Arabic more. I have Arabic on my Duolingo app, and I like practice it every single day, bro. But when I go back to review it, I forget everything. But hopefully every day, like 1% at least stays on my brain for a little bit, and then, yeah. You know how like if you have like a, anyways, let's continue. If the fear is that we are peaking too soon, we have to reform our ideas of progress. We do not get better only to get worse again. We do not achieve one thing only to lose it and return to what we were before. That instinct is a self-sabotaging behavior, one that wants to keep us within our old comfort zone. Instead, we can acknowledge that when one part of our life improves, it radiates out to everything else. When we achieve one thing, we are better equipped for the future. Inshallah. Life tends to gradually get better as we keep working on it. It only gets worse if we accomplish something, then shut down because we're intimidated by our own power. Wow. So, we're done with the big part, right? Or... So, I read for 6 pages so far. Awesome. Yo, Robert, my life sucks? No, why? Anime Edits, welcome back as well. It's been a long time since I saw you. How does your life suck? Tell me all your problems, Anime Edits. We can take a break here and go over Anime Edits' life. This is for you, Anime Edits. Eat this chocolate. You'll feel better. I'm going to cinema on Friday the 27th. Awesome. What are you going to watch, Kimberly? I'm writing that in Arabic, but it's okay. At least you're Muslim, you know. Yeah. And also because there's auto-translation in the chat. Even though I turned it off, it's still working. I'm not going to read any of those things they're saying, Robert. It's crazy. But I feel like everybody left though. I'm gonna have to turn off the stream now. Because we did read a lot today, alhamdulillah, and this is a continuation of a previous live stream. So I basically did it for 2 hours. Anyways, take care of yourselves, guys. Have a great, wonderful rest of your day, rest of your night, and I'll see you in the next one, inshallah. Me and my classmate will go in cinema and have to watch in German language. Oh no, not in German. I hope you understand. And I'm so glad you have a friend, bro. I remember you said that you were getting bullied, right? It's good that you have somebody to rely on now. I hope that friend is not a snake. I woke up with the fever, and I got my shot. I need to get 7 shots, and I slept terribly because of my arm. I was crying all day. No, I had a fever as well, but I'm doing better. So don't worry, you'll feel better too. Anime edits. I hope you get better. But 7 shots? Why? That's crazy. Is it a flu shot? Sleep terrible because of my arm. What happened to your arm? I was gonna leave, but I guess I'll stay just because, like, you were talking. I was, like, asking how you're doing, then I'm not even waiting. I have their number? Awesome. That's so sweet. You have their number. I learned how to crochet a toy. Yo, show me. What toy? I'm so jealous, bro. I tried to crochet. It was so hard. Germany? I love Germany. Dear fatherland, you may rest easy. Oh, wow. Lieb Vaterland magst ruhig sein. Amen. And I moved out of my house. I have no friends now because I switched schools. It's okay, anime edits. You could always make new friends. But I understand it could be really painful to have to let go of your old ones. That's so sad. Yo, Catherine, welcome back. Yo, I was about to end the stream, but you came. Well, what'd you crochet, Kimberly? I'm glad we're on the same page. Robert. No share? Sorry, I ate all you guys' coin. A teddy? Aw, so cute. Robert! Oh my god. I only know German. Why are you a monarchist? I don't even know what that means. Half teddy and my crochet stuff is broken. No, why? Do you want to keep chatting or show me something? Okay. Robert is just an AI spam bot at this point. Anyways, unhealthy habits. This is the most common way that people sabotage their own success by maintaining habits that are actively keeping them away from their goals. This is when someone declares that they want to be in better shape but doesn't change anything they do each day to facilitate that. Or when they want to make a change professionally but find ways to make it difficult, if not impossible, for them to actually do it. At the core of all these behaviors is in fact the one part of our psyche understands is the fact that one part of our psyche understands that we should be evolving and moving forward with our lives, and another part is intimidated by the potential discomfort it would bring. Usually, this culminates in so many inner tension and frustration that a breaking point is reached and changes are made from there. Wow. So change comes from your two internal factors. One that says that you should be evolving, you should be growing right now, and the other one is like, I'm scared to, I don't want to seek discomfort. And then once you guys fight and then there's a breaking point, that's where change occurs. So however, the goal is to not have to get a crisis point in your life before you can become aware of ways you're holding yourself back from living peacefully and comfortably. So don't get to that breaking point where it's like you're internally, um, you know, going through so much before you change. You want to change before that happens. So how do you resolve the unhealthy habits before you get to that breaking point? So define health on your own terms. What does a healthy life look like for you? One without chocolate, so I don't even want a healthy life. But chocolate is healthy in moderation, right? So just a couple chocolate coins and that's good for me. How would it make you feel and what would you be doing? Okay, on a real note though, a healthy life for me would be having like to like having that autonomy to go um do whatever I want. Like to take a shower whenever I want. That means having my own bathroom so that I don't have to get knocked at if I'm taking too long or just get in there and or because we share one bathroom, right? So it's like kind of a hassle, and that kind of deters me from showering more. That well, I do shower whenever I need to, of course, but I would need to shower every day, like constantly, if I were to work out or like do jump ropes or ride a bike. So those are things that I would be doing if I didn't think about something else. I don't know. It's just a lot of excuses. It could be um resolved if I just made the conscious effort to instead of just thinking falling back to that excuse. The real reason could be that I'm just lazy and I don't want to work out because nobody wants to seek that discomfort. But also finding time to work on my culinary skills as well. To have the kitchen for myself. To not be, you know, scared of going in the kitchen because somebody else might come or I don't know, ruin your day if you're downstairs and you can't get out. Anyway, sorry for yapping so much. Who is the author? Okay, the author is Brianna West. And my shot was like the H place. Huh? What is that? Eid Mubarak? Eid Mubarak to you too, Educator. I don't know how AI's got on here. I might have to hide him. I don't know. Hello, Night. Welcome back to the stream. Girl, how can I show you what I'm crocheting? You can always make a YouTube short, right? I'll check it out if you do that. A monarchist is someone who believes a monarch, like a king or queen, should rule. I guess I'm a monarchist. I don't know. Not a king, but like a caliphate. That'd be good. Would I be called a caliphatist? But yeah, let's continue. My teacher is good. Awesome. So yeah. It is difficult to look solely to anyone else's definition of healthfulness, particularly being because we are all different people with varying needs, preferences, and schedules. Instead, figure out what makes you feel best because decide what combination of healthy eating, exercise, and sleep is right for you and stick to it. Like so many things, healthy habits are best established gradually. Instead of trying to force yourself to take an hour of the gym at 6 a.m., try instead to do 15 minutes or perhaps swap out with a class you really enjoy or go at a time that works best for your schedule. Make it easy for yourself to succeed. Prep your meals or keep water by your desk so you can sip it throughout the day. Gradually, recondition yourself to prefer healthy habits, ones that actually work for your lifestyle. So, create healthy habit lifestyles and stick to it. But I had good reason to not be biking or jump roping all this time, right? The California weather is so hot these days, and I was fasting, and I was thirsty, and I was sick. I had so many reasons, bro. Before that, it was raining too. Like, how could I bike when it's raining? But yeah, we just have to stick to it. It's even hard for me to live stream because, like, once we stop, like, I stopped for a bit, right? I couldn't get back until my sister was like, "Are you gonna live stream?" Like, she motivated me to get back on it. Otherwise, she told me straight up that I would have quit it if she didn't tell me. I was like, nah, I would get back to it. But I don't know myself. So the solution is to create a lifestyle and stick to it. A lot of things here, a lot of advice is easier said than done. Which book is this? Hello, Akash Prabhakaran. Welcome. This book is called The Mountain Is You. It's a really, really good book. I highly recommend it for you guys. And that's why I'm reading it for you guys. And myself as well. But there are two things that make me happy. Is my mom and fruit blocks. Aww. So cute. I think that answer fits for me too. So I don't know what fruit blocks are. I like fruits though. Yuki is meowing. Not anymore though. I tried fast for Lent. What is Lent? Give me $9. Yo, if I don't have a penny on my name, all I could give you is chocolate coins. Anyways, I pour sell potato, help now, I please. Oh no. Yo. Guys, everybody buy his potatoes right now. Do you take chocolate coin currencies? I feel like if you were to take that, maybe you could earn more with the chocolate coins. I don't know. Bring the rock in frame. The rock? Oh, you mean Gerald? That's a cat, not a rock. The bed looks comfortable. Yeah, it is. No, I hunt potatoes in Africa. Oh, dang. Africa's got wild potatoes that you could hunt. Can you imagine, like, on a savannah, like, a potato's running? Yeah, him Gerald. You know what? Gerald is on my front yard. Like, he's just sitting there. Anybody could take him. They don't realize how precious he is, though. So nobody touches him. It's insane. I will show you Gerald next time I go outside on a walk, though. After the weather cools down. Inshallah. But other than that, I think I'm done reading. I read a lot today, for sure. And I will, it's not about finishing the book more than it is to take in what you have read, you know. Quality over quantity. I don't want to lose all this information. So we're going to keep it there, inshallah. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.